thank God you only got 2.
Well put. I'll squat.
Don't fart.
In there.
Nice pair.
Now use your tongue.
Can't wait till it's done.
Teabagging, we are there.
All right.
Nice.
Romance.
Yeah. You get a song like that, it's love. All right, so it is Would You Rather. I'm going to ask you a question. You guys have to pick one. You can't skip it. Our first question, and we're going to let Jen start it. First question is, would you rather walk in on your parents naked or make out with your brother or sister?
I would rather walk in on my parents naked. Because I actually did that once.
Me too. That one's easy.
But this is hilarious. Like,
I think because you just get it over, you know. Just,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't shut the door.
I've already pictured it, right?
I was like 3, walked in on what I thought was my mom, but at 3, every blonde looks like, Farrah Fawcett from Charlie's Angels. So
Good haircuts.
turns out that was not my mom. And she caught them too. I threw them both out of the house buck naked. My mom is 5'10". She's like an Amazon.
So it was your dad and somebody else?
No, it was my mom's boyfriend, and I never had a daddy, Jay. Thanks for bringing it up.
I
Is
didn't
that
know.
something you dealt with
I didn't
know.
on any level of counseling?
But he was hot. He looked like one of the Bee Gees, so I've always had a thing for beards ever since. You're welcome.
Good luck.
Oh, look at that.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I walked into my parents having sex, which made my dad was still wearing socks. They had apparently cast the bedspread aside. And I genuinely thought they were wrestling. And so, he was on top, and I was just like, oh, yeah. And I ran over to the bed, and there were no clothes. And I was like, oh, hell. Ran out, never wanted to talk about it again. It was pretty hilarious. So, yeah, got that out of the way. Know what that
I
looks
would
like.
say walking on parents naked too.
Hey, at 3, I found out that...
Actually, I walked into my dad's ex-girlfriend several times naked. And sometimes she would just walk out into the room naked.
She threw that vibe at you.
It's the
Yeah, but
70s.
she was 70. I don't want to see that.
Like, it was the 70s and she's 70.
If my dad was dating somebody that was like 35, then maybe I'm like, yeah.
You don't like dehydrated fruit?
Leather's not my thing. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't say that.
I just remember that he had a huge dong. Like, you can't even call it a dick. It was a dong.
God, the dude had everything.
Dong. Beard.
Right?
Dong.
Wait, how old were
2
you?
blondes. I was 3.
3
I was
thinking...
scarred for life. I mean, anything smaller than that, it's just like, just get out of here.
Damn it.
All right, next question. Would you rather have your mom or dad catch you masturbating or catch your parents masturbating?
Is it still on me?
They both answered, so.
Oh, that's right. Duh. Sorry.
Get
Say that again.
caught. Yet again, I've been caught a few times masturbating. I've got the protocol down on how to make everyone relax.
You know what they say about masturbation? It improves your hearing.
I don't think so. I get lost in the act.
Yeah, well, for most people, it improves their hearing.
I heard you go
Jeez.
blind.
Where are you?
I got caught in the worst way. We had this shoulder massager that the whole family used. I don't know if I can talk about this, but I would just turn that bad boy on and just go wah wah wah, like that was the just roll it around,
That's
and that
awesome.
That worked for me. Like
No guys like that.
I think I might have discovered, because guys, up until they know how to masturbate, we just try stuff. We tickle our penis for years.
Rub
like,
up against stuff, something
put
that
stuff on it.
vibrates.
Yeah,
Use it.
Yeah.
And when it was the first time I ever managed to was with this little shoulder massager, and I just fell in love with it naturally. So it was always in the living room for anyone to use, and I'd snag it, run to the back of the house. But I got caught using it, and maybe a week after that, the motor in it burned out, and my mom bought another one from Walmart on her next visit, and she's like, "Hey everybody, I got a new shoulder massager. It'll be in the living room if anyone needs to use it." And she looked at me and winked, just like, "Mom hooking it up," you know.
Thanks, Mom.
That became my
Hilarious.
shoulder massager for my penis.
I found my mom. She tried to tell me it was a toe massager. I was like, really?
Whenever this next question pops up, it always gets the best responses. Would you rather, John, have a scrotum that fills with fresh popped popcorn when getting aroused, then ejaculate popcorn with no pain, or make the sound of a foghorn every every time you orgasm?
Oh, of course the foghorn.
Yeah.
Depending on how close I am to the girl, I love messing around in the bed and being silly and all of that. So a good, like, I'll pretend to be a screamer and then be like, just kidding. Like, it'll sound like I'm having a night terror during sex and girls are like, seriously? Like, so the foghorn would just be excellent. That would be like the ultimate expression
But
of
you could have a
release.
snack when you're with the popcorn.
I think that'd be a pleasant surprise for the girl.
You want to see a cool trick?
She just sat through a horror film when I had an orgasm and I made all those weird faces like I'm being shocked with defibrillators. She deserves a treat. Low calorie.
What about you, Jen?
Oh my goodness. I don't have a ball sack, but I want it to be filled up with.
Yeah, but you could say if you were dating a guy, what would
I
you?
prefer a snack.
Right.
Shoot that
Have you met
popcorn
me?
right in this region.
I walked in the door with French fries.
I was hoping you would say that you wanted the popcorn.
Maybe a cherry Coke.
I have a surprise for you. Our next one. Would you rather?
Stop chewing.
Would you?
That was for Jenny.
Yeah, I know. Jen, come on. Seriously. Would you rather always have bad breath or always have sticky hands?
Ooh.
I would rather always have bad breath. You can't do much with sticky hands.
You can't do much with bad breath.
Oh, trust me, I can get around it. I can hold my breath for a long time.
Ew. Sticky like
Like, you always like
clammy nasty.
No, like you put your hand out, like the paper would get picked up, but
Yeah.
that kind of sticky, like
Yeah, maybe.
those are like those little stick toys you used to slam down and you could grab
Yeah.
them. Yeah, it'd be kind of like that.
With
Jesus.
bad breath, you could just pretend like you had issues with people being in your space, so you could just be like,
Well, it
"Sorry, I need
doesn't.
you-"
But see, here's the thing: there's a loophole. It doesn't say that you can't put like a certain, like Tic Tacs in your mouth. It just you're always gonna have bad breath.
Sticky hands, and I would start playing flag football. Done. I'd be a star athlete.
Would you rather watch both of the Human Centipede movies or Two Girls, One Cup? I've seen all three.
2 girls, 1 cup because it's quicker.
Right.
Just to get it over with. It's the band-aid of those two options.
I would
like,
only say that because the sequel to Human Centipede was horrible.
oh, was the first one any good?
The first one's great.
You think so?
The first one's a great movie.
I watched it. I just thought
It's good, but
they
the
were going for it.
No, the second one they're really trying.
Well, it's kind of like Hostel and all those other films where they just go for grotesque and shock.
Yeah, but this was the Centipede 2 was just ridiculous. It
Was
wasn't.
it? I haven't seen it.
It wasn't even going for shock. It was like a guy who was obsessed with the first movie.
So option 3,
Option 3.
I'm going to watch Caterpillar 2 and 2 Girls, 1 Cup and just call it a Thursday.
Well, it's Centipede 2.
Oh, Centipede 2, yeah.
Caterpillar.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll blossom into a butterfly.
That's all
I really don't.
That's all I had.
It does not lead to
So is
beautiful.
it 2 Girls, 1 Cup or
2 Girls, 1 Cup, easily.
okay? And you?
2 girls, 1 cup.
I've seen them. I've seen all three. So I'm a sucker.
Yeah.
Would you rather be stabbed through both kneecaps by metal pipes and walk 2 miles for help, or hand in a meat grinder for 30 seconds?
Ooh, stabbed in the knees. Stabbed in the knees. I can't imagine not having a hand.
Because
like-
you could, at least it says you could walk 2 miles. So at least you could still walk.
What makes you think you can walk after being stabbed in the
just
kneecap?
in this scenario, it works.
I think
okay,
I don't think
just
the energy. I don't think
stretch your
I don't
mind.
think the injury would be nearly as severe as slamming it
it's
into
metal
a meat
pipe.
grinder.
It's
Yes.
a metal pipe.
But you're
that's
putting your
stabbed.
hand into a meat grinder and losing your hand. At least they can, there's a 50-50
They can-
chance they can fix your knee.
They can do hand transplants now. Like, they can't do knee transplants.
That's true.
They can give you a fake knee.
I don't know. Not having a hand.
I've
would
never
just-
heard of only one fake knee surgery. Like, you have to have at least 2 or 3 fake knee surgeries.
This game got too real. She brought science into it, and I think that's where the whole thing fails.
We're thinking
Regardless,
Saw, all right?
I would take the meat grinder.
Ugh.
Ugh.
No.
I've always wanted a hook.
You know what? That is so cool. That is like, I didn't think about it that way. Oh, neat.
Now he's like, I want the meat grinder
Makes me
too.
think
I'm
of
going to be a
Arrested
creepy old guy.
Development.
I might as well have accessories.
All right, Jen, since you like to put things in your mouth,
There we go. Good segue.
Sounds like me.
would you rather eat a handful of maggots out of a dead corpse or lick a used condom? And you may not know who the condom
I was gonna
belongs
say,
to.
do I get to know who the used condom is?
But are these human remains you're getting the maggots out
It
of?
says out of the dead corpse.
Out of a dead
I would
corpse.
assume.
All right.
I'm going to pick the maggots only because I know sperm makes me gag.
I'm going to go ahead and... We don't know whose condom it is, and I'm just licking it. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go through life ignorant, just ignoring what I might have until
Mine
someone calls me and they're like, yo, you might have some of this because 3 of your partners now have it. I'm just kidding.
Mine might taste like chicken. You never know.
Your condom?
No, the maggots.
Here's the shocking. Some of them have percentages of people that have answered them. 22% said they would eat the maggots. 78% says they would lick the condom.
Yeah, lick the condom. That's a gamble at least. You eat those maggots, this is not Fear Factor. You're a
not
part of a
Sur-
crime scene.
Yeah, it's not Survivor.
Yeah, but I know for a fact that I could never.
Well,
But you can eat a handful of wriggling worms that have been eating.
But it didn't say
Oh.
that it's on the, you could just lick the outside of the condom and maybe there's no sperm.
Well, then
on it.
what's the point of that?
No.
Well, that's not the impression that I got. I
She
got
got
the
the
impression
impression
that I had
that you
to turn
empty
it
the
inside out
contents.
and be like,
All it says is lick a used condom.
all right then.
See?
Fine.
There's loopholes.
I picked the used condom. I take
Yeah.
it back. Women are allowed to change their mind.
I'll take throat cancer over throwing up.
Would you rather drink spoiled milk or eat a rotten hamburger?
Oh, spoiled milk. Heartbeat 1. Yeah, of course. Who hasn't? Who hasn't been like, oh,
Yeah,
that's a couple
really.
days old. I guess I'm having cottage cheese now.
I call that sour cream, baby.
Yeah, cottage cheese and Lucky Charms, not a good mix.
No, not yet.
And then I get pissed because I wasted the Lucky Charms.
Shut up. You guys ready for the fat discovery of the century? Eggnog and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I invented it, and it's fucking fantastic.
Oh wow.
It's delicious. You can only it's as rich as ice cream, but you must try it if
With
you're
a
into those
crunch.
2 items. It's excellent. But yeah,
So,
spoiled milk.
burger or milk? You say milk.
Milk.
We have to be winning.
I like my coffee to have a little kick to it.
Yeah, sometimes a chunk.
Would you rather, John, have the worst diarrhea in your life 3 times a day the rest of your life, or
Man, I've done a scenario like
or
this.
have the worst runny nose you've ever had nonstop for the rest of your life, even when you're sleeping?
I am a mess.
And I mean snot everywhere.
For the rest of my life?
For the rest of your life, nonstop.
Fuck. That's a good one.
Or you're going to have the shits 3 times a day the rest of your life.
I'm gonna have to go with the nose, unfortunately. And I know how bad that is, and I know that's the thing that people look at, but if you're always gonna shit, you can do nothing, but you can wad paper and go about your day. I mean, that's the only option. That's the only option. If you've ever had diarrhea, you know that that's not something you mess around with for more than a couple days.
I'm picking it. I will stay at size 3 forever, apparently. So I'm taking the diarrhea.
I could
I
not
can eat
imagine.
whatever I want.
She's a champ, I tell you.
You just hate your butthole. That's what that tells me. Like,
I do.
butthole, we're going after it.
Cholula, here we go. Sriracha.
Would you rather stick a 4-inch nail up your nose or swallow, and this is easy for Jen, or swallow a foot-long sword?
Are you a sword swallower? Oh, no.
Okay.
Got it.
I
Sorry.
think I've done both. So
Is the sword circumcised?
Depends on its religion.
I think I'd go with the sword. I mean, I think that's something I could learn.
Yeah.
yeah.
Initially, I'd probably die, but eventually I'd become good at it.
What was the other one? What was the other option?
Nail in nose.
Nail in the
A
nose.
4-inch nail up your nose.
But just going up. Like that wouldn't even reach your brain. Your brain's like farther back than 4 inches.
Well,
so that would just-
the cavity goes straight in, like if you've ever seen people like nail things in, just like sword swallowing, there's a cavity that you have to work into, but it goes straight. Ugh. I don't know
Just
where it
thinking
goes,
about
but
it.
there's a safe place for it. I just know that when I pluck a nose hair, my eyes don't
the
stop
safe
watering, so I'm not
the
putting
safe
anything.
place is somebody else doing it.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch that.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to do it.
I pick B.
Inches away from your brain.
So you both are for the sword swallowing.
Yes.
What a surprise, Jen.
That's so rude. This is a great game. I got a whole joke about this game because guys
What?
play it with guys, and it's always like, starts out innocent enough, and then it's the third question: would you guys suck a dick for $1 million?
Yeah.
And everybody like turns into the ultra alpha male, like they can't even turn.
And
their
everybody
neck
that says
anymore.
no, there's one in the group that's like, yes, they would.
Yeah, no, I would.
Everybody would do it for $1 million.
If you have any millionaire listeners, just I'm here to make a friend and a buck. That's all I ask. Like, I don't even think that's weird.
Would you rather eat human flesh raw or cooked?
Cooked. I don't do
I think raw would be
beef.
too chewy.
Raw red
I
meat
think
would be
it'd
gross.
just be too chewy.
Can I do it ceviche style?
Nice.
It's just cooked, however you want it.
Well, ceviche it's just, lemon juice and stuff.
Well, I understand. However you want it. It's still raw.
I'm going to take mine barbecued.
Cooked.
Brazilian. Yeah.
Korean.
I want
over here.
it sliced at my table.
Yeah. I'll take Korean style.
Yeah.
I like the butt.
Would you rather marry someone who is ugly and rich or attractive and poor?
Attractive and poor.
God, I've had both. Which one did I hate least? I am going to take attractive and poor.
I'm allergic to that answer, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh, man.
Yeah, for me, I just can't deal with anybody that's not intelligent. So he can't be pretty and then be dumb. Like, I can't do
That's
that.
not the choice. It's ugly and rich or
I
attractive
know.
and poor.
I was just
It's nothing
giving
to
out
do
my
with
bio.
dumb or smart.
I was just giving out my bio. I like him attractive, but if you can't spell Jenny, then
No
don't
random
apply.
hookups.
I love you, Jenny.
Yeah. I may not be a smart
Smart
man.
man, but I know I've got money.
I bet
the
you've
perfect
dated people
husband.
with money, and it's just a bit different. I don't
Yeah.
know. You always feel maybe a little left out. I've not had excess of money ever. There's never been a time where I'm like, oh, I can
Or
go.
just being around people that has a lot of money. And
Yeah,
it's a different
yeah.
atmosphere too.
I always steer the conversations
I
to
know
things
it
can
makes
understand.
Jen. I know it
Yeah.
makes Jen a little uncomfortable when she has to hang out with me. But
I get
It
it.
does.
I get it. Don't think I noticed the Weird Al Yankovic
I've
shirt.
put
I
like an
noticed it.
extra ounce of makeup.
Is that
on
Ralph
to
Lauren?
hide my blushing cheeks the whole time.
would you rather have a hairy tongue or a hairy palm? Already have that.
Harry Palm. Harry Palm. What? Yeah, Harry Palm for sure.
Yeah, or a hairy tongue.
I could stay on top of that. I could laser hair removal. That maybe.
But it'll always just be soft.
Now I'm just trying to imagine what it would be like to be a guy and have a hairy tongue, give it a blowjob. Like, that
I
just
don't know, it'd
makes
be
me
like-
wonder.
Having anal sex with a bear. I would imagine. They got a squirrel trapped in their butt crack. That's so gross. I apologize.
I will take the hairy palm though. Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause I
you
can
will.
pet myself.
Yeah,
with it.
you will.
I
Yeah, I
can
don't-
pet myself with it.
That is cute. I don't even know what could you imagine?
Well, it's only
If you
it's close as I'm
smudged
ever gonna
ink
get to a
before,
beard.
just swiping a rabbit across your work, just
Would you rather?
But at least you could shave it.
yeah.
Would you rather make out with an 89-year-old man or be trapped in a cage with a lion for 2 weeks?
Lion 2 weeks.
I would rather make out with an old man. Absolutely.
I think I'm gonna go with the old man because if that lion gets hungry, you're fucked.
Okay, wait. Now, I thought about a lot of things since just a minute ago. There are parts of my body I can sacrifice, but I know if he's gonna get a little snack of me, he's gonna want some more. It's like you can't eat just one. I'm a bag of Lay's in that cage.
Yeah.
But is this I'm assuming because it's in a cage, maybe it's a little domesticated. Maybe it just needs someone to listen.
You may think it's domesticated, but you cannot domesticate a lion. If it gets hungry, he's gonna eat.
The first time you lick that old man's gum line, you're gonna know that you want to die.
And is this like Hugh Hefner 89 or
It just
like,
is 89. There's no like guidelines to the game. It's just 89. He could look like that old dude on Family Guy. Oh, Chris.
Oh, I love him.
Get your fat ass over here.
Get your fat ass. Love that.
So what's it gonna be, old man or lion?
Lion.
I'm slipping him the tongue the whole way.
Lion. That's my favorite animal too, so why not?
I spent my whole life having cats as pets, so I'm so over it.
Oh, John. If you were to fart in public, would you rather it be loud and odorless or silent but deadly?
Loud and odorless.
I think the noise is more offensive.
It
It's
made
more
my
offensive than
entire-
the smell.
A loud fart made my entire high school career. I was in BCIS, business computer, and all you could hear was the clicking of keyboards. And I yelled, "Fire in the hole!" and farted with the loudest energy I had. And it was one of those pig farts that actually hurts your butthole when it snaps back with its elasticity. And the crowd, the
And the
room,
crowd went wild.
yeah, the audience erupted. No, they laughed their heads off. I got sent into the hall, and then the teacher came out, like, wiping tears from his eyes. He's like, "That was fucking hilarious, but you can't do that." He didn't say fucking, but he wanted to. That, like, started throughout high school. It was like, man, he farted in class really loud. Because everyone's...
I'm blessed with both. I've been ripping it the whole time I've been sitting here. I can't believe you guys haven't passed out yet from the noxious gases.
silent and full
I
of life.
was just playing Mini Gizmo. To be honest with you. So you're going with loud and odorless.
Loud and odorless.
I would go with silent and deadly.
I like silent but deadly because if you're in an elevator and nobody knows, and then all of a sudden you look around and you know you've offended a few,
Yeah.
but nobody's talking because they're like, I don't know if it was me. I don't know if it was that person.
I would so go off. I'd be like, who the hell? Because it would be me.
Especially if there was little kids in there.
Loud and odorless could be a great way to end a conversation. Like, I'm done talking to you. Bow. And that person's like, well, I gotta go. Scot-free.
I'm the worst girlfriend because I fart all the time.
I think that there is a time for that.
There's
Like,
one time.
hilarious.
for the first 6 months of a relationship, you pretend like both of you don't have buttholes. Like, you poop on different schedules. You don't fart in the same
There's
room.
one time, and this isn't a fart story, but it's just as good because I had this really stinky belch. Right? But I didn't know it was.
Somehow
I
that
didn't
made-
know it was as bad as it was going to
Yeah.
be. But my friend Krista and I were driving to Arizona to pick up a friend, and I was eating Funyuns, and I just a Coke,
Which
and I
ended
had
up not being so
and
fun.
I just had all kinds of stuff, and then we were just driving, and I went, and then I blew it.
That's
in her,
the GERD
But then I
burp.
blew it in her face, and I didn't even know. And all of a sudden, I see her go. And she waved. She was like the steering wheel of the car.
Nice.
Like, she rolling down. And I go, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was laughing so hard.
We don't
I was
need to
like,
stop for gas.
I was like, oh my god, it was so funny.
Yeah.
But I do have the real funny fart story I have is we were. It was about the third time Lenny Windsor ever did the show, and we were about 20, 30 minutes before we're getting ready to go on the air. We're sitting there, we're talking and everything, and he's all the way up. He's sitting where J-Dub was. He's sitting all the way up, and he's writing stuff down. And about 5 minutes now, we're just going to go in there, and and he didn't even hear it. And I smelt it, and I went, "Oh my god!" My eyes were watering. That's how bad it was. And
One of those sick acidic farts.
Oh, I
Yeah.
start laughing, right? And I get ready to hit the button to go live to go on the air. He sits back, and as he sat back, it drifted under the table and up, and it was like I just saw.
You're talking about a vacuum. The man sat back.
Yeah, and I just see it smack his face, poof, and he's like, "Oh, you fucking pig!" And I was like, "We're live on the Rock and Comedy Show," and I just lost it. I had tears. I was
10
laughing.
minutes of fart
I was
recap.
just laughing. So he goes, "You are so disgusting," and I was every time.
You
he
have
was,
no
every time-
idea.
Like, that's medical. Like, does that sound or
I was
smell like I could have helped
I
that
was
in?
dying. I mean, it was so. I wish I probably could find that clip in there. It's like the third time Lenny ever did the show, and just play it on the air. It is so. I could not get over that laugh. It was just.
How old are you guys? Am I allowed to ask that on the air?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
And you?
Gonna be 38.
All right, 38. So I think post 30, farts become a gamble. You have to approach it completely
Right,
differently.
because they become surprises.
I'm the born identity of flatulence at this point because, like, any room I'm in, I know exactly where the nearest bathroom is. I know where the bar holds its extra napkins. I know where the exits are. It's like I know if I'm gonna roll the dice on this one, it better be gas. Like, but I've farted solid before. Most people think that's a shit. No, I farted a little marble. I call it a sharble. I was hanging around my house,
Sharble.
no shirt, no underwear, mesh basketball shorts. That's the I give up outfit for every guy on the planet. And I'm just wandering around the house and I feel one of those good morning farts coming on. You know, the ones that are just like snow blowers.
Oh, yeah,
just-
they're great.
Yeah. I had
Clear
one of
the
those.
way for the rest of the day.
I lifted and cocked my thigh, like that efficiency position you do. I'm just walking to the house feeling
what
great.
did it, too.
And a marble dribbled out. And I'm like, no, this happens post 30. Only post 30. Never seen a sharble before. Disgust.
Back to the game. Would you rather eat a human baby or an old man?
I heard that babies are a delicacy, so
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
want
eat a
to be
baby.
classy. So I'm gonna
No
eat
offense,
the human
babies.
baby.
You always look delicious.
I want a little class in my life. Some culture.
It'd be like veal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Like duck embryo eggs.
Back
Those are hard to come by.
Back to a
100
conversation.
Not a
100-year-old
weird question at all.
100-year-old duck embryo eggs.
Back to almost a similar question. Would you rather poop yourself or pee yourself?
I'm not confused with this question. Poop. I'd poop myself.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like my butthole has a better chance of recovery.
But if you're out in public and you just shit yourself?
You know what? I took this very literal. As weird as the questions have been, I thought you said like shit a full-size person of me. Like a full-size version of me, I would either
No,
have
I mean,
to
would
pass
you
through my
rather
dick or
shit
my
yourself
butthole.
or piss yourself?
You're not being graded. Jake keeps acting like you were being graded on
Yeah,
it.
I'd pee.
Wrong answer.
I'd pee.
I would
yeah,
definitely
it's
pee.
sanitary.
Absolutely. I would pee.
And you can wash that and you can keep those. But if you've ever shit yourself, all those clothes have to burn. Like there's no putting that in your washer. You're just like, goodbye underwear. You were my favorite. I don't speak from experience. No, I do.
I would shit myself. I look great in fall colors. Brown is totally
Yeah, you may look good in those colors. You ain't
Yeah.
gonna smell good in those
No.
colors.
Hey, it'd give me a great reason to excuse myself from your really boring party.
Would you rather stick your hand in a jar of used needles or lick a dirty
Sewing.
or lick a dirty public bathroom clean with your tongue?
Ooh,
God, you made that really easy.
really?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll let you go first on this one. I don't want stuff. I don't want any diseases, and I'm getting all of them in either option.
But he didn't say what kind of needles they were.
they're-
So you know what's in a
Well,
public
if you-
urinal
Syringes.
bathroom.
If you syringes, if you
Syringes.
saw the picture, yeah, I would.
Used at like a free homeless health clinic.
Now, are these like diabetic syringes?
It's just
or-
it's just in one of the hazard containers. You don't know what's on them.
How big's the bathroom?
I would say let's just say a train station bathroom.
I'm gonna take my chances with the needles.
I'm gonna go with the needles. Maybe like
Yeah.
stick
Yeah,
stick a foot
I
in
always
there
said
and
I'd go
chop
with
it
the
off.
needles too.
I'm too old to be on my knees that whole time, just licking everything.
Doesn't stop her, but she's too old to do it.
I've prayed to the porcelain god one too many times. That's, yeah, no more.
No, I'll take HIV over a stomach ache for sure.
I'm gonna hope I have thick skin this one time.
just on time convenience. Why not? This game is insane.
Which do you hate more, puking or diarrhea?
Puking.
Puke.
I hate puking.
Afterwards, you feel like a champion, but just that whole lead up
That
is.
whole just
You're
the
weak, you're a
the
bitch.
feeling of it. Yeah, you just a feeling
Yeah.
of it. I don't even remember the last time I puked. It's been a long time, but I just can't. I can't stand
And
it.
usually when you're that sick, you don't puke just once. I mean, usually
Yeah.
with diarrhea, you get it out and you're just like, oh my God, that was like an orgasm. And I can fit into my pants finally.
The first time, it was actually the second time I tried marijuana. I was left at home with a supply that was my friend's, but I had a bong. You don't do a bong your second time ever putting marijuana in your system. And it was this 18-inch disgusting bong, like
Really?
awesome. And whatever I was smoking was way too powerful for a beginner. And I cleared a bowl. And if you've never done that, the room spins at 1,000 miles an hour. I was regretting it. I thought you could. I know you can't overdose on weed, but at
No,
a
but
point,
you Powerballed
convince
it.
yourself maybe you can. So I keep my eyes open even though it feels like they're gonna jump out of my head. And every time I close them, I feel like it's Inception, like I'm getting sucked down several layers of consciousness. So I hung out in front of a toilet forever and just, bleh. And I didn't know you could do that. I had no idea that was a side
So,
effect.
puking is out.
Yeah.
Shitting is in.
Shitting is
Yes.
in. It's the new
Totally.
fall line.
Would you rather have 3 nipples on random places on your body, but not your chest, or 3 extra fingers and 3 extra toes?
Nipples. I'll go for nubbins. I'll be covered in nubbins.
Oh man, yeah, 3 extra erogenous zones.
3 extra
Not extra,
sensies.
not just 3 nipples.
But they're sensitive areas.
In 3
So
nipples.
is it not in addition to the 2 we already have?
Those the 3. You have 3 total.
You have blank breasts.
I have
No nips.
I have 2 nipples total now. that I'm
Right,
aware
he's
of.
but now
removing
you're
them.
thinking just 3 total
None of which.
in random places, and they're not on your chest.
So you've got.
It doesn't matter as long as they work.
Yeah, good point. Wait, now you're getting milk from weird areas.
Well,
Are we
just
lactating still?
Like,
It's like, here, suck this elbow.
when I say suck it, it's gonna take the whole new meaning.
Like it'd be really weird to have a nipple on the tip of your dick.
Yeah, that would be, but it'd be extra sensitive. Like as a head already is, it's like let's put a sensitive button on it. I just think it'd be nice to have like a nipple on your wrist, and you're just like coffee creamer. Ow! Just like this has to
Coffee
happen.
creamer. Nice.
I'm thinking
That was a great
I'm
laugh.
thinking of the weird places I put a nipple. I'm like, nipple on my armpit.
Yeah, man.
Would you rather be a clown or a mime?
Clown.
A clown. I can't keep quiet. Have you met me? I get fired the first 10 seconds.
Now, John, this one's only for you.
All right.
Would you rather use the first urinal or the last?
I don't know if there's a hidden meaning behind this, but the first because I'm lazy, and I know it's covered in splashmatics.
You know how
but-
it is. Like if you're the only one in the bathroom, and then somebody else comes in, they stand right next to you.
Yeah.
You use that one, or you use the very end
I
one?
just use the first one. I'm confident in my size, so you want a peek? Take a peek. We should all have to wear sewn-on patches of our size, just so a girl knows beforehand.
Would you rather, Jen, be paralyzed and blind for the rest of your life, or get raped a dozen? Get raped.
no.
Oh, hold on.
Just read it all from the beginning.
get the
again.
HR
Take it
involved on
really
this
slow.
question.
Make it
'cause
last.
I read it fast, but it says be paralyzed and blind for the rest of your life, or get raped by dozens of filthy beggars once a week.
Wait, once a week?
Yeah.
Forever?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd be blind for the rest of my life. So I
In
get to
choosing
choose-
this, it's no longer rape. This is consensual. If you're like, I'd rather get raped every week, so now you're consenting to some fucking sweet
Yeah,
Bangladesh.
gangbang is kind of like an option.
Yeah.
It doesn't say, but I'm assuming it's the rest of your life because it says be paralyzed and blind for the rest of your life, or get raped by dozens of filthy homeless guys once a week.
What?
Oh my
Did you get a good
god!
answer?
Oh my god! I'm glad people on camera can see
I
that.
would rather be raped because
Call CeeLo.
Your
Call
smile
CeeLo.
ear to ear.
Call
She's
CeeLo.
dancing. She
I
loves
would
this
rather
answer.
be raped because if I'm paralyzed and blind, I'm not gonna have a choice then. It's like automatic.
Or options. Like,
No,
not just a
it's like-
choice. You'll.
So
That's so
basically,
funny.
if you're blind and paralyzed, you're fucked anyway.
Yeah. At least this way I have a choice, and I know it's coming.
I would just rebrand the raping. I'd be like, hey, I'm having an orgy later. I'm busy. Yeah, just a bunch of dirty friends of mine.
At least if I know it's coming, I could take like a couple of painkillers or something.
Oh man, that's a horrible one. Did you create
Yeah.
these? I've got one for you.
Ooh yeah.
This is kind of fun. Would you rather take? This is for Crazy Jay. Would you rather take the beating of a lifetime from 10 men who have you cornered? The beating that will definitely put you into critical care. That's the kind of beating we're talking about. Or kiss the head of 10 men's dicks on camera.
Kiss the head of 10 men's dicks on camera.
That's true. I've thought of this scenario so much that if there's ever 10 guys that approach me randomly, I'm gonna drop to my knees and go, "Who's first?" Just be too ready for that question.
I hate pain. I don't want to be. I don't want to be beat that bad.
I don't want to be in any fights. Like a punch right now would
I
be
avoid fights
devastating.
at all costs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll definitely do that now. That'll be over. You know, I'm not French kissing it or anything. It's just.
Yep.
Line them up, boys.
Get them out.
It's got to be better than that severe.
I've never
beating.
kissed an anteater.
I mean, it's got to be better than a severe beating. Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's that manhood and also that video's out there. It's like
I don't care.
I gotta kill some motherfuckers.
Look, it really doesn't matter.
Next day, everybody in the city's gotta die. Like that kind of redemption.
Look, if you own a dog, your dog licks his balls and licks his penis, so you have kissed the tip of your dog.
Good point.
All right. Would you rather pull out 3 of your teeth or rip off 4 of your fingernails?
Fingernails.
Yeah, I would go with fingernails. I think
They'll grow back.
I think it's less painful.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know if it would be less painful. I really don't.
I'm a girl, and I'm gonna go with the diva side of me. That's a princess.
You're gonna
And say that nobody will see that I don't have teeth, but they will see that I don't have fingernails.
but
And I
only
just
for like
can't
a
have
month.
it. I can't have it.
They'll come back.
You know.
But
I
seeing
like
that you
soft
don't
food.
have teeth is like
That's her answer.
your
yeah.
tongue will look like it's in prison. It'll look like you're a meth head. I don't want to believe that about
Hey,
you.
you didn't say which teeth. You take out I take out a couple of wisdom teeth.
Oh my god! I take out all my wisdom teeth.
Take out
Done.
my wisdom teeth. Hello.
All right, Jen. Would you rather have your dad walk in on you having sex with your dog,
Again?
or have your dog walk in on you having sex with your dad?
Are you limited to one option?
Wow. I'm a cat owner, so this is so hard. I would want.
Wow.
Why do I keep forgetting the questions like a Susie Asso? I'm like blocking them out instantly.
Would you rather have your dad?
Just you clarifying it is so much funnier. It's
didn't-
not a hard question.
Well, she doesn't remember it.
Yeah, you do, right?
No.
Dad walking in on you having
Dad
sex with
walking
your
in on me.
dog, or your
Or-
dog walking in on you
having sex
sexing up
with-
Papa Bear.
Well, I like to try. I would rather my dad walking on me because I like to try things. You know, you can't say you don't like it unless you've tried it.
Oh my
So
God.
bestiality, just once,
I think we could make some money. I
maybe
think there's
twice,
some.
just to make sure I
With
didn't
my
like it the
tip
first time.
kissing and her dog fucking.
I know.
This podcast took
Rock,
on a whole
rock
new
comedy shows
identity.
#1 for a real long time.
Yeah,
So I'm not a dad fucker. Jeez.
we're gonna call it the Dog Show of Las Vegas. You're gonna be a star.
Would you rather eat something with too much salt or too much pepper?
Pepper.
Salt.
Pepper.
Nah,
Salt ruins it.
I'm a bitch. I'm an absolute bitch. Like
Too much salt ruins it,
I like
man.
it spicy.
too much spice makes you drool, eyes water, face heat up, sweat. That's not the way you're supposed to sit
That's
at
the
a table and
perfect makeout
enjoy
food.
yourself. Just coughing and snotting, it's not for me.
Let's make out.
Too much salt is disgusting.
Yeah, no. Wait.
I don't like it. All right.
This is a game that dudes just play their whole lives. Like,
Would you rather?
What is it called? Gross chicken?
no, would you rather or would you? And it's just would you do this disgusting act for this amount of money? Because everyone has a price.
Would you rather never have sex or every time you have sex you get sodomized for 27 minutes afterwards?
She loves this idea. She's like, what? That can happen?
I think you finally found my kryptonite.
Wait, sodomy, that also means mouth. That also means oral. So I can be orally sodomized. That doesn't just mean butthole.
Oh,
Am I
if we
wrong
could
about
twist
that?
that around. No, I think that's face rape.
No. Sodomy, I think, is defined as anything that's not vaginal or traditional. I think sodomy is mouth or butthole. So sodomy used to be illegal in Texas, and that meant no blowjobs, no anal
Yeah,
sex.
I heard that.
So, no, I wouldn't want either one of those. I just,
If I could-
even though I've discovered a loophole, it didn't help me any. Yeah, I'd rather never have sex again, I think.
That means even masturbation's off the table.
No, that's not what that means. It's not.
Sex is, yes it is.
I'm going to go back to shoulder massagers. Wow, I'm not touching myself, the shoulder massager is.
I would take getting sodomized.
I bet you.
I would learn to like it. I'd learn to like
I love
it.
sex. but
What
come on.
a surprise.
I would learn to
Could you
like
imagine
it.
what you could accomplish without the distractions of sex? Like, I've been looking for a reason, so.
God, I get so much done.
Oh.
I wrote a
I would.
book.
I love this next
Did my
question.
memoirs.
I love this next question. It's so good. Would you rather pee in the Amazon River? There are hundreds of little tiny fish that can swim up your urine stream as you're peeing, or would you like to be puked on at least 7 times a week at random times?
I'm assuming there's a cure for the things that'll swim in my pee hole. So I'm going to go with that and a clinic visit.
I'm taking the puke.
I'm going to go with the urethra flush.
Oh, God, that is so hard to choose. So hard. I have been puked on really horribly. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, but you asked for it, and we saw the YouTube video.
I was
that true?
cocktailing.
Is that true? He says.
I was cocktailing, and I think this guy like just ate coffee and like chili, and it was
Pretty sure.
it was so hot.
Could have been SpaghettiO and
disgusting.
meatballs. Don't know.
My job was just like leave,
Yeah.
and covered me in a plastic bag so I could drive myself home. It was horrible. Yeah, I will
like
take,
pee-hole
like he said. I
adventurers.
think there's penicillin for what's in the water.
All right, that's good. Would you rather shave your grandma's pubes or change your mom's tampon?
Shave her pubes. I'm going to go ahead and equate it to like a sponge bath. When they get old and they can't help themselves, I'm like, Grandma still needs a good nether region, so we're going to visit Brazil together, you know, because I don't want her to look like some bush-crazed Tasmanian devil in a retirement center. I want her to be hot.
I would rather change my mother's tampon, right? That was the other option.
Right.
That's
I would rather do that because I don't have to look at her while I do that. I can just feel around.
Yeah.
I don't even have to look at her pubes.
Look at that. That's pretty handy. That's like digging around in a purse where you know everything is. You're just like,
You're like, well, that's certainly
no
not
toxic
it.
shock for you.
That's certainly not it.
Yeah.
So easy.
Easy.
Next.
I thought about this. I got one for both of you. Would you, if you were in a barrel of human snot and mucus up to your neck, and someone threw a fat pile of human feces at your face, would you duck?
Yes.
You're already in the barrel.
I feel like I'm so blown away. That's
You're
gross.
already in the
Wrong,
barrel.
I got asked this a long time ago.
You're
I
already
know.
in the barrel. So what difference does it
But
make?
do you want mucus in your all in your crevices, or
But you're
do you
gonna
wanna-
you're gonna close your eyes when you put your head down anyway.
yeah, mouth, ears, nose.
Everything. You're gonna take a shower as soon as you get out of the barrel. So what's the point?
I'd go with the snot. Yeah, it's a lot like being birthed. I mean, we did that for 9 months. Why can't you handle it for?
Yeah, you're
Wait a
just
minute.
reenacting your birth. You'd stand there and let somebody throw shit on your face?
I don't know. I hadn't thought about it.
He's like, I tap out.
I got beautiful hair.
I
I don't
ask
want
you, you
mucus
thought
in
that
all of
to me.
it. I'll take a little poo in the face.
Would you rather cut off your finger or fall 15 feet onto some stairs?
15 feet onto some stairs.
I would fall. I'm a former wrestler, so
Hey, me too. Wait, like
I was
pro
taught.
wrestler or collegiate or what?
see.
No, did you actually compete?
No.
Or, oh, it was all showmanship? Nice. I'd probably sprain ankles and compound both knees, but I'd have all my things.
All right, this is our last few questions. Would you rather be thrown into dumpster number 3 or be thrown into a pool full of ice cubes fully clothed?
Pool of ice cubes. Oh man, that takes like 10 years off your face.
Just ice cubes? Like, is
A
there
pool full of ice cubes. So
Just-
there'll probably be water in there too.
ice water? Oh, yeah. Then
Yeah.
ice water. Yeah. ALS challenge.
Do you know
just
how great
done
my
differently.
nips would look? Like my boobs.
I'd take
would be,
the
like, so
dumpster. You can
high
jump out of there and
after
just go take a bath.
Oh, but if you've never jumped, like I jumped in a like high 40-degree water in near Zion National Park, and I mean it was so refreshing. Like when you went underwater, you saw stars. When you came up, you were a little bit panicked. You looked like a chihuahua in the pool
Because
for
you
the
almost
first
can't
time.
breathe because it's
Yeah,
just
it's
weird.
it feels stabbing, but when
It
you
is.
get out, there is no feeling like it. Like your whole body radiates.
It's
It
cool.
tries to
It actually resets your nervous system to be hit into that cold of water and
so
dumped
shocking,
in like
but
that.
it's kind of
It
nice.
does.
All right. Well, would
Science
you
again.
rather drink someone's urine or drink someone's blood?
Urine.
You're in. You're insane.
Look, Billy Bob Thornton hasn't asked me out yet, so if he ever does, I'll consider it. I mean, if it was good enough for Angelina.
Yeah, blood's just
But I'm taking the urine because I heard that's medicinal.
could be.
In some cultures, that's like an aperitif.
How could you convince someone like I got bit by a jellyfish in my mouth? Just give me a good hosing.
As we close in on the game, would you rather dig a primitive outhouse in your yard and always have to use it? Means you can't go anywhere else. Or always go in the shower and force it down the drain.
Yeah, shower, force it down the drain.
I want to do it outside. I'm very
We're talking
organic.
solid bits too, which means you're like
Yeah, you're working it. You're working it.
you're mining for gold. It's just bad news bears. I
So
don't
he
want
likes
any
it
of
on
that.
his face and in his hands.
John, why do you
He likes to
have?
play with shit.
We're learning something new.
Why is there a lot of kernel corn around your drain?
But interesting, 75% said they'd rather shit outside.
Yeah.
Really? But I tour. I can't always like head home for a shit in a ditch. So I'm just gonna be like, hey, can I stay at your place? Don't mind the shower.
You just go, like, just use the little cigarettes with the sand and bury it.
Yeah, I can do that.
Would you rather never have to poo again or never have to wear clothes again?
Never having to poo again would be nice.
It would. I'd get so much done. I'm very regular.
God, I learned so much about my people on this show.
That was kind of a burp. I don't know what that noise was. I apologize.
I was wondering what that look
we'll
on
go
your
back to that
face
sound. That'll be my new text tone. Brap, something like that. That was just a noise, not a burp.
All right, and our final question. Would you rather jump from the edge of space and go as fast as the speed of sound or eat 3 handfuls of someone's shit?
Let me get this straight. I eat somebody's shit. 3 handfuls.
3 handfuls.
I only have 2 hands, but okay. I don't know where you get your science from.
1, 2, and then go back for a third.
I haven't had enough.
I still count with my fingers. But, or wet in space, I get to
Jump from the edge of space. You know, like that guy did. What was his name?
Homer Simpson.
No.
No, Red Bull guy.
Yeah, Red Bull.
Yeah,
guy.
I don't know.
He went to the edge of the atmosphere and jumped off.
I do that.
I would do that. I'm not gonna eat anybody's shit.
I don't even know why that would.
Bumgardner was his name or something, like Felix Bumgardner. or something.
Baumgartner, yeah. I didn't know that, but I'll agree with you.
I'll Google it on the break.
Hey, in the words of Van Halen, just jump. Might as
I
well
wouldn't eat
jump.
their shit. That's just disgusting. I've eaten enough shit in my lifetime. I don't need to eat any more.
That last question fizzled out a little bit because it was like this great, awesome thing you could do. It was like, would you rather set a world record or, consume diseases?
Well, I've done both.
But then I saved
I've
it.
done 3 handfuls of shit. Why
Yeah.
not?
But then I saved it with the Van Halen at the end.
Yeah.
That's gonna do it for Would You Rather. Yay! When we come back, Jen's got the news. There's some good ones, and we'll be back, everybody.
Saw a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand, walking through the streets of Soho in the rain. He was looking for the place called Lee Ho Fooks, gonna get a big dish of beef